Hey there, this is Chad Garber, and in this song I'm going to show you how to play Ocean's radio version on acoustic guitar. Here are the parts. And then there's there's and then there's and then there's alright, and then there's repeats. So, by the way, if you like this video and other videos like this, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more. Okay, let's get into this. So the first part is what you do is you put your pointer finger over the B and the E, the B and the high E of the 10th fret. And then you also put your ring finger on the 12th fret of the G string. And you use your right hand, your thumb, your pointer finger, and your middle finger, and you go. All you're basically doing is playing those strings right in a row. You know, G, B, E, B, G, B, E, B. And I'm using my pointer finger. I mean, you could use a pick if you want to. To me, I like using my finger picking, but I use my thumb, my pointer finger, and my middle finger. So it's. So then what you do is you put your pinky on the 12th fret of the high E and play the same strings and keep the other notes the same. So, okay? And then you're gonna leave your pointer finger over the B and the E of the 10th fret, and you're gonna take your middle finger and put it over the 11th fret, or put it on the 11th fret of the G, and you're gonna play those same notes. So it's. What you're going to do is you're going to use your middle finger, or your ring finger, put it on the 12th fret of the E for that second transitional part. Okay? Then you're going to take your pointer finger, put it down to the 9th fret of the B and the E, and you're going to put your, actually the B, you can put it over the G, B, and E, and take your middle finger and put it over the 10th fret of the B. And then you're going to go back to the original. So it's all together real slow. The next part is going to be, they're going to do a G, D, and an A. And what the G is put your pointer finger over the 2nd fret of the A, put your middle finger over the 3rd fret of the E, take your ring finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the B, and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the E. So it's, and you're going to do a muffling like a. Then you're going to do a D, which is your pointer finger over the 2nd fret of the G, put your middle finger or your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B, and you take your middle finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the D. I mean, the 2nd fret of the high E. So it's. Then open A to pick the open A, and then have your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the D, and I just play those two strings. So it's, but but you muffle it. You can do it really low because in this version, it's like the radio version, and so it's, you know, you could probably just go. And there is, I think, an electric guitar doing that. But if you're playing this song on an acoustic guitar, you probably want to do all the parts. And so this, to me, it makes the most sense to do it like this. And on this part, I hear, on the very first verse, I hear very faint. I hear a, but it's very not prominent. And so what that is you take your ring finger, pick on the 4th fret of the A, pick up on the pick up on the open D, and put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the D. Pick down, I'll tie everyone actually. And so it's real low if it's in there. I do hear it, but it's very low. The second time around, I don't think it's there, or if it's there, it's even lower. But it's barely there. But at the end, you're going to play that part prominently. But for now, you can either play it or not, you know. So it's... Okay? And so on the way you end that, so you do that 3 times. Maybe 4 times. 1. So basically he does that 4 times, okay? And then he goes into the first part again. And you gotta listen to the song to get the timing right, because there's a little bit of a pause there in between there. Okay? And so then you go through the same thing, you go to the verse part again, but at the end of this time you're gonna go. You're gonna go to a B minor, which take your pointer finger over all the frets of the 2nd fret of all the strings except the low E. Take your middle finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the B. Take your ring finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the D, and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the G. And that's where she goes. And then you go to a G. Sorry, I told you how to play that. And then a D. And then an A again. Then she repeats it again. Or they repeat it again. And so here's something to remember as far as the organization, because it gets super confusing if you don't remember this. They do two verses or 2 sets 3 different ways. So it's like you do one way 2 times through, and then you do another way 2 times through, and then you do another way 2 times through. Okay? So the one I just showed you was the first way. Okay, the first way to play it. The second way they do it is they go to a G, D, A, E minor. And you can either, muffle it or not. Just play it by ear. You do that again, and then they go to the 3rd part, which is back to the B minor. But then you're gonna throw this in. And this is the way I play. I don't know if that's how they play it, but what that is I put my pointer finger on the 4th fret of the A, my pinky on the 7th fret of the D. That's like a power chord, taking it down that 1 fret. And so it goes. And then to a D. Then to an A, then to E minor. So you do that twice. So that one is. Or you can either go to the bar chord of D or to the other D. I like going to the other D, the real D. A, E minor. Okay, so once you get done with that, then the very last part is you go to a G, D, A with a little tag. Then he ends it, they're going to go to A, ends it on B minor. So that is the guitar lesson. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video and you like other videos like this, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more. Thanks again, and have a great day jamming out with Hillsong.